Hi, it's Leanne, and I thought today maybe I would put together the quick video on a self-care breathing practice or a way of using breathing practices in your self-care. And I specifically want to focus on using your breath as an anchor. And what I mean by that is our thoughts, our mind can take us to a million different places. We can start worrying about places in the future. We can start thinking about things from the past. We might find ourselves focusing on different sensations throughout the body. And what we're looking to do is take our mind from where it is out and about and bring it into an anchor. And so the breath is a really great way to anchor. The breath is always available to us. The breath is happening right here, right now, in this present moment. So the body is always moving through this process, and that process is here right now. And so there's a number of different ways that we can connect to that anchor. And so for today's video, what I wanted to do is just give you a couple to consider. Some that you might enjoy, some you may have already tried, and it'll just be little snippets, but I just wanted to give you a couple of points of reference of where you could use your breath as an anchor to bring you back to the breath and to the present moment. So I'm just going to sort of go from top down, if you will. So the first one that I wanted to share with you is right at the tip of the nose, right at the entrance of the nostrils into the nose. And so if you can imagine that as we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, we can start to bring our attention to the sensations right at the entrance. And again, if you can imagine your attention as a flashlight, we're going to take that flashlight from wherever the thoughts are, wherever the mind has traveled to, and we're just going to just focus it right in. And you might notice the temperature of the air on the way in. Maybe it's warmer on the way out. And so we just bring our attention to this anchor. You might notice the slight movement of the nostrils on the breath in. Maybe you notice some of the air on your lip on the way out. And really what we're doing is we're bringing that attention, we're bringing it to the space, keeping the eyes soft, keeping the face soft. So we're not focusing like this. We're, checking in with curiosity, without judgment. What is here right now, right at this entrance? And again, right here in the moment is when that breath is happening. So by bringing ourselves to this anchor, we're bringing ourselves to the present moment. And so you might play around with that. Maybe you notice the noise on the way in. The difference of noise on the way out. So just using this as an anchor, so that very entrance, and it's a space that we can draw that flashlight to. Okay, so that's one, tip of the nose. Another possibility for anchoring would be to follow the air in through the nose on the in-breath and out through the mouth on the out-breath, right? So and maybe noticing the sensation as it comes through the mouth. And it really is with that curiosity. I imagine it the same as if I was watching a bumblebee going from flower to flower. I'm not trying to intend it to go to a different flower. I'm really just observing what is here right now. So again, and the pause at the end. And it truly is without the intention of changing anything. So even on that observation, holding that flashlight, if you will, to the best of your ability for the whole in-breath. And then on the out-breath, staying with the breath for the whole out-breath. Maybe these are But whatever it is, as it is in that moment, right? Not intentional to change at that time, just anchoring into what's happening right now. And recognizing that, halfway through that in-breath, my mind might be like, oh shoot, did I remember to put that in the mail? Or, oh, I might suddenly feel a sensation in my knee, and that's okay. We're not trying to push away other thoughts. We're not trying to forcibly kind of push up against anything else that might be happening in our awareness. But when we do notice that we've moved away from that focus on the breath in or the focus on the breath out, we just gently bring it back. Just flashlight right back to that movement, right? So again, we've got the tip of the nose, we've got that focusing on the breath in, the breath out, or you may even come back to, again, just any of these. So again, play around with it, get curious, figure out, what is the breath doing? How is it working? What is happening right here? You can go entirely with just breathing with the mouth. So you might maybe notice the movement of the lips. Maybe you notice how the facial muscles change, not by being changed, but just in this process of breath, this curiosity. So just these spaces where you can move with what's happening right now. One of the other practices that I like to do in this anchoring is you can kind of set one of your hands on your chest, right hand or left hand, whatever is most comfortable for you, and just kind of let it check in, right? Get the hand there. Soften the shoulders a little bit. Wiggle into this space. And then with curiosity, what movement is here at the chest with the breath? Maybe I feel this really subtle lifting. And again, it's a gentleness of observation, a curiosity. What's happening with the breath? What's happening right here under my hand? Maybe I feel the beat of my heart. Maybe this time this lifted a little higher. Right? What's here? With gentleness, with curiosity. And even if my attention were to wander all of a sudden to my left ankle, that's okay. Right? I'm not going to block that out. My attention, flashlight went there. That's okay. When I recognize that my hand or my attention is off of my hand, I just bring it back gently. Maybe I notice that even though my hand is on my chest, that my arm moves gently with the breath as well. Settling in to the breath and how it is right here, right now. And to move even one more, there's a couple of different areas that you can place your hand on. This really does feel nice and soothing for me. So again, not with the intention of changing to soothing, but it certainly does have that wonderful benefit when I do breathe in this way. So also these spaces, I'm just going to stand up. Upper abdomen or even lower abdomen, okay, are places where you can anchor, or you might even like to have your hand on both. It really is what brings you into this space right here. So again, hand on the lower abdomen, and I apologize you can't see it on the screen, but again, what's here? Do I notice movement when I'm breathing? Without changing anything. There's no right or wrong to how the body's moving. We're just bringing that flashlight of our awareness onto that upper part of the abdomen. Again, sorry, it's not on the screen, but that upper part of the abdomen and what's happening in that movement right then. No need to force the abdomen to make these big movements. That's not what we're looking for here. We're really looking to let it be what it is. And anchoring into that movement or the subtleties of what's happening. So hand on the upper abdomen. You can even put your hand on the lower abdomen, maybe both or any or all combinations, whichever ones you want to try out. So exploring this breath as an anchor. And you can, even if you want to, just put your hands on your quads or put your hands down by your side. And then without any sort of contact, just checking in. What do I notice in this area when I breathe? I don't need it to be any different than what it is. Gentleness, checking in with the eyes that they're soft. Maybe I notice the ribs here moving. Curiosity. What's happening right now? Where do I want to place that flashlight? Maybe I want it to flash on this whole area. Maybe I want to bring it right in. And then just observe what comes up there. So those are a couple different ways. There are many, but those are just a couple that I like to use that I thought I might extend to you, that you might be interested in trying out again. Right at the tip of the nose and the nostrils. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, or maybe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Hand on chest, hand on upper abdomen, hand on lower abdomen, hands free, and really just anchoring into that moment and that breath as it's unfolding. So thank you for checking in today, and if you have any questions, you are welcome to message me. Okay, take care.